Okay, here's the ingredients for our wonderful spaghetti squash recipe. Of course, center stage is this beautiful spaghetti squash. We have a couple of nice eggplants, a couple onions, some zucchini, some mushrooms, of course some garlic, some diced tomatoes, and of course we have some Italian seasoned ground turkey that we're going to add, which really gives it a nice flavor. So let's see how we put it all together. Spaghetti squash is one of those things you see in the supermarket in the produce section and you go, what is that? How do I cook it? Well, spaghetti squash isn't that hard to cook, and the nice thing about it is it mimics the texture of pasta and has about 80% fewer carbs, so very, very healthy. I'm cooking it today in a new wave oven. That's a whole separate topic. They're great. I haven't turned on my stove in 4 years, well maybe a couple times, but most of my cooking's done in that. It's wonderful. So let's get cooking. Okay, so we have our spaghetti squash ready to go. I'm just going to put on the lid here and hit the power. It's going to cook for 25 or 28 minutes on each side in a conventional oven. Yeah, about 350, 25, 28 minutes per side, so halfway through flip it over. Okay, so here we go. Okay, the timer went off. Time to flip over our squash. Ouch. Okay, we've added our olive oil and some garlic, which is getting toasty brown. Now we're just going to add our vegetables. I used to let these cook for a long time, but you're going to see at the end of this, the spaghetti squash and the vegetables are going to cook together for a while, and they get soft when that happens, so you don't really have to let these go for more than like 3 or 4 minutes usually. Okay, time for the turkey. I've added some olive oil, which is getting nice and warm. In goes the turkey. Okay, we're coming along here nicely. Almost done. Wish you can smell that wonderful aroma of the Italian seasoning. Smells great. Let's just finish up and we'll put it all together. Okay, here we go. I let the squash cool off for a little while, so we're going to cut it open lengthwise. We're going to scoop out the seeds, and then we're going to take her apart. This part's a little tough. Good enough. Still steaming. So let's scoop out the seeds. Usually let this get a little cooler. It's not burning my hands, but it's a little warm. Put it on the counter, let it cool off a bit, if you have time. Okay, as you can see, we've taken the seeds out of the squash. Now the real fun starts. All you have to do to get these spaghetti-like tendrils is just start scraping. You can already see it turning into little strings. Look at that. I'll do it this way. Pretty amazing. There's your spaghetti squash. Now you know why they call it spaghetti squash. Here we go. A few random seeds in there won't matter. They taste good. It's about 40 calories per cup. It's all healthy. All very, very healthy. Look how much that makes. Okay, all the component parts are here. Now it's just a matter of combining all the ingredients. I like to start with the spaghetti squash and the tomatoes. Let them sort of simmer together for a while. I find if you put the vegetables in too soon, they get maybe a little mushy. So these will simmer together for a while. Then at the very end, we'll put these in for maybe the last 3 to 4 minutes. Okay, here we go. In goes the spaghetti squash. Beautiful. Break it up a little bit. Then add in the tomatoes. There you have it. You can probably hear it bubbling away. So we're going to let it go for about 15 minutes or so, like I say. Then we're just going to toss in the other ingredients, let it continue to simmer for another 3-4 minutes or so, and then that's it. Okay, I found some kale in the refrigerator that I added. Hope I didn't lose half of you about there. But anyway, now we're going to add the other ingredients that we cooked earlier. So, you know, I found these ingredients I cooked earlier are a little softer than I thought, so I'm not going to put them in very long. Here comes the turkey. And here comes those ingredients that I cooked earlier, if they fit. The kitchen's a mess, so I thought I'd sit over here. Well, there you have it. Spaghetti squash with about 4 or 5 other vegetables mixed in. Let's have a taste. Hot, but good. Very good. You know, I forgot the Parmesan cheese. That really adds a nice little zest to it, so put some Parmesan cheese on if you like. And then I was just reviewing the mathematics of all of this. The turkey, 5 servings were in that big block of turkey that you saw, and they're 170 calories per serving, so that's about 850. The spaghetti squash itself, the whole squash is 250, so you know, 1100 calories, and you add those other vegetables, I don't know. Probably that whole dish, the whole thing is probably 1800 calories or maybe 2000. That's what you're allowed in a day. You can eat that whole thing, and that's a good day's amount of calories. So that's 4 or 5 meals right there. So it's very nutritious, and it really goes a long way. So I hope you enjoy it.